And that was Living Forever by Oasis. Welcome everyone back to the finale of LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. This is part 13, or the 13th stream. Yeah, we're going to be doing the character roster review, so this should be fun. There's a lot of fuckers. There's a lot of characters I do want to go into. Trust me. First of all, Batman. Batman's changed quite a lot since the LEGO Batman 2. He's now not just all black. He has textures. I mean, he had textures in the last one, but now he looks more Batman. You know, there's gray to highlight the black details. He looks a lot better like this, okay? Robin looks the exact fucking same. I mean, there's no problem with him in the last game, so, you know. No, nothing wrong with that. We're not going to go through all the individual fucking suits, because I'm pretty sure you've seen me play through all the individual fucking suits through the game. But, you know who's next? Alfred, the loyal butler of Batman. He's not holding a bowl anymore, he's actually holding a tray. All-around okay character. You play as him for one level, that's it. Which is alright. Master Bruce, I'm throwing it fucking back. I must throw it back for Master Bruce. Yeah, I'll throw it back. Oh, Master Bruce. Anyways. Around, he pretty much uses... Another thing notable about him is he uses the tray to, like, cover and smother fires. And he also uses it as a projectile. Next, of course, is the Green Lantern? No, the Green Lantern. He, of course, evolved since the last game, doing a lot more than just shoot green shit and build with green shit. Alright, didn't change much since the last game, except I think they made his chest glow. Like, there's now a light coming from his chest, if you couldn't tell. Intriguing, I know. Next, of course, the Martian Manhunter. Of course, he was updated a bit. I think they added more details to his face. Lasers, of course, still everything all the same, except for... Oh, wait, he can transform into a big figure, because this is the first LEGO DC game with the big figures in it. Woo! And he can fly, too. This is the first game that you can fly with LEGO big figures. Next, of course, is Cyborg. Cyborg, of course, is... rather the same, honestly. I mean, he of course now has, of course, the separate suits, and he can grow big into the giant suit. But he can fly now too, not like in one of the suits. So, all around, all right. We got Flash, who looks a lot less bulky in my opinion with the helmet. Fuck boy. He's not as fast as like Quicksilver would be in the later game, like the LEGO Avengers game, but. Alright, you know. You can use he has super speed, so he can use the super speed you can use the super speed pads, which is quite, you know. Alright. Damn, I missed even more. Yeah, this is the finale! We're going through all the character roster review, Andrew. Of course, we have Superman. He doesn't really change much since the last game, you know, except... more detail on the freeze breath. And he can transform into Clark Kent. He couldn't in the last game. I don't know what else to say. Nothing much changed. Except animation was updated, of course, which is always real nice. We have Wonder Woman. She changed a bit, you know. She changed all of her... She's not gold now with the gold highlights. She's now silver. So she got downgraded. Also, when she flies, hold on. Pretty fucking based, I'm not gonna lie. Next, of course, is Killer Croc. He looks a lot better than the fucking green pile of shit he was in the last two games. Because he looks like a fucking Croc. I mean, he kind of looked Croc-esque. But now he's a big figure. Now he can, like, really show off how Croc he can be. I'm gonna turn off the music, too. Copyright's a bitch, I'm sorry. I know I started off the stream playing fucking Oasis, but, like, copyright's a bitch. All around, he's pretty much just a giant minifigure. 2 gold stars, why not? We have the Joker, who now actually has a Tommy gun. He doesn't look that much different. Nope, you can't get copyright for music that's put into a game. Trust me, I know. Danny Elfman has my balls now, apparently. Because of how often I get copyrighted for his shit. So, all around, I like the fire rate of this gun because it's fucking can decimate entire populations. War crimes committed could be done in days. All around, cool. Again, didn't change much from the last game. Lex Luthor changed a lot from the last game. He's now not just in a fucking suit. He's now in, like, battle armor, pretty much. Don't know what else you'd call this. I don't know if this is what rich people wear. Maybe this is what fucking Bill Gates wears when he goes out to eat. You can also turn into a giant suit, which is fucking nice. Can't fly, though. And, yeah, he can't. Wait, yeah, he can fly. You can fly with the spacesuit, which I find looks super fucking stupid. Just look at his face. What the fuck is that? Why is it printed onto his face? Why is the design onto his face not his helmet? That's stupid. And next, of course, we got Plastic Command, kind of to fill in the void that, you know, Mr. Fantastic obviously being in Marvel. Well, this is pretty much DC's Mr. Fantastic. And honestly, he's a lot better than Mr. Fantastic in the fucking Lego games. Because he can fly. He can turn to a fucking plane. He can defy all physics. He can turn his schlong into a fucking airplane propeller. And my god, it's just glorious. And also he can fucking throw people into a toilet. Also, he can become this. I don't know what... He can do the helicopter. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck this is. I think it's one of those bouncy balls that, like, children play on. They, like, bounce on. Right? With the handles. Right? Makes sense? Hope it does. Cheetah! This is, of course, her first appearance in the LEGO game series. So I think she was in the DS version of the LEGO Batman 2. But, you know. Of course, pretty much, she's just... got claws. That's pretty much the only unique thing about her. She can dig. She got a tail. I know some people are into that. All around, nothing really to be amazed by, but... And of course, next we got Firefly, one of my favorites, who you don't unlock in the main story for some reason. You unlock him on one of the planets, and not in the main story, because he doesn't actually help you at all during the story. For some reason, he's just not there. They just wrote him out. They just got him out of there. As fast as they could. I like the jetpack, though. Jetpack is stupidly fun. Also... Fire! Sorry, I keep thinking of, like, Arkham Firefly. Next is Solomon Grundy. Of course, you unlock him in the base game. You unlock him in the story, you know. He's alright. Again, he's just kind of like another big figure, but he can dig and shit. Like, not dig, like, in the little dirt piles. He has, like, specifically large dirt piles that you can go inside of, go into the deep depths of hell, have tea with Ronald Reagan, then crawl himself out of. Of course, this is Solomon Grundy's first appearance in the LEGO games. Which, of course, makes sense, because, you know, if he was in either one of the last games, he would have been so small. And I don't think Grundy's known for being small. Even when he's depicted more small, he's still big. All around unique animations. You can throw a ball of vines, and, yeah. And he's very much fucking, like, he looks out of it. He looks like he just got done doing an 8-ball and has to go pick his kids up. We have Ace the Bat Hound, the first ever playable, dog character in LEGO, if I'm correct. He, of course, is just Batman light, but as a dog. You won't believe it! Of course, Ace is also named after one of the, Royal Flush Gang members, who... I think that was the retcon reason of his name. Because Batman had to quote quote kill one of the Royal Flush Gang members in the animated series. So nice little thing. We got Adam West. You unlock him by saving every single Adam West in the fucking game. And let me just say, the Adam Wests in this game, they don't have the charm of Stan Lee's. And also, Batman on crack. That's pretty much the dance he's doing. Pretty much, he's just got the Batarang. That's it. He's just got the Batarang. You think it was going to be something else? Nope. But you know what you can do? You can do the Batman on crack dance. That immediately makes it in the top 3 best characters of all time. Next, of course, is Alfred 1966. This, of course, is pretty much Alfred reskinned. I don't mind, though, because, you know, he has hair. But, you know, bald people take the loss here. He looks better with hair. I'm joking, he doesn't. But I like him with hair. What the fuck are you gonna do? Of course, bleh, 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 bleh. I got a hair in my tongue. Got a hair in my tongue? Yeah, I got a hair in my tongue. That's how you say it. Still something on there. Yeah. There we go. It's gone. Sorry, that was fucking... Spent the last 2 minutes. Of course, he's kind of based off of Alan Napier's portrayal of Alfred, because, you know, the 1966 show. Of course, he's used as projectile. Nothing really to write home about. Next, we got Ambush Bug. Kind of is this game's version of Deadpool. I mean, of course, Ambush Bug has been breaking the fourth wall long before Deadpool, but if I'm correct, I could easily be wrong. Someone fact-check me. But, you know, he's very much self-aware that they're in the video game. And all around, he's just punchy character number 5. Aquaman! Somehow slipping into this game. He, once again, doesn't really make much of an appearance in the story. He does make an appearance in the end credit scene. But yeah, he can glide, he can use water to put out fires. All around fun stuff. I say fun, quotation marks. We got our... Oh. You fight him in the awkward level. On Ward, where you pretty much send him straight to hell. You kill him. Again, the kill count for this game is surprisingly high. All around, he's alright. If you want me to write anything specific about, tell you anything specific about him, he's just there. I mean, nothing against Darkillo, but, like, he's there for the level and then fucks off. You don't even see him in the free world. In the free realm. The Atom! Of course, the Atom is the only character who can shrink in this game. If you don't have the fucking extra. I got the extra. The Atom, of course, is, I forgot his goddamn actual name. Ray... Palmer? Is it Ray Palmer? Hold on. It's Ray Palmer, right? Yeah, it's Ray Palmer. All around, only thing he can do is pretty much punch character number 2, but he can shrink. So, you know, always wonderful. And he's also based off of the comic version. I know they just kind of switched up the first iteration of the Atom. We have Atrocitus, who you get in the Atrocitus level, in the fucking anger management level. He's alright. I like his slam attack. Very unique. He has bull-based attacks, which is stupid. And also, if I'm correct, if you go idle... If you go idle... Yeah, Dexter appears! Oh my god! He's very cool. They kind of nerf his design in the next game. I think this is the best he looks. Next, of course, is Bane. And oh my god, he's small? Why is he so small? Because he can transform into Big Bane. The superior Bane. Okay. Also, I kind of like the fun... Okay, weird fact. They use, the beta test for the icon of his achievement on Steam. So it's not, so it shows his old mask for the preview design. So it's not the same mask. But all around, he looks very fucking cool, considering, you know, he's a big fig now. But all around, alright. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody, like when Lego Batman 2 released, people were like, ugh. But imagine if he was a big figure. All around, pretty cool. He doesn't really have any involvement in the main story. You unlock him in the second level. But next, of course, is Bat Cow, the first ever cow playable character. Yes, it's a fucking cow. You heard me right. It's Betsy. You can whip my ass. Literally. Cow Fu, apparently, she's trained in. Also, she has the same fucking attack. Meow. It's a meow. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I don't know what sound a cow makes. What sound does a cow make? It goes moo. There we go. All around, I like the character just because the fact it's a fucking cow. Tell me, what Lego games can you play as a fucking cow? And also, Batcow's such an obscure character anyways. We got Batgirl, of course, returning. She looks the kind of the same. They changed up the cape and the details on her, so it's purple instead of, like, the gray that it was in the last game. But the superior look of the Batgirl is Batgirl 1966, which is, if I'm correct, played by... Was it not Julie Gregg? Would it have not been Julie Gregg? Oh, no, it was Yvonne. It was... No, it was Yvonne Craig who played her. Fuck me. I'm an idiot. I got actors mixed up. But really, they don't really have to tell the difference between the two, because they just put her in the purple outfit. And there you go! 1966! You'll never know. Of course, next, it's got a Batman Adam West, who's probably the best adaptation. This is the best Batman character in the game, right next to Composite Superman, who is Batman character. Don't fight me on that one. He's Batman and Superman. Because, you know, this is quite literally what it looks like invisible. I shit you not, this is invisible. Yeah, that run animation, he's technically invisible. It's the stupidest thing ever, and I love it. He also has... Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. And of course, the built-in... Oh, he doesn't have the built-in pout? Why? Hold on. There we go. Just showing this off a bit. Where's the built-in POW? What? What is this bullshit? Where's the bat fight captions, asshole? All around, he's very cartoony, and I love it. I love the level that you unlock him in, because it's very much a, pretty much a love... Blame me. Pretty much a love letter to the 1966 show, and I love it. We have Batman Darkest Night. Again, they're very Green Lantern in this game, and of course, you know, it's just green Batman. That's... wait, hold on. What kind of Batman logo is that? Hold on. That's a unique Bat logo. I don't think I've ever seen that. I haven't read the Darkest Night comics. All I remember is basically a bunch of dead superheroes and villains get revived. In that cape. And if I'm correct, that's how Terror returned to comics. We got Batman in the Joker disguise. It's Batman. And it's Bruce Wayne as Joker. He got Batarang. That's pretty much it. He's kind of like Adam West. He just got the Batarang. Next, of course, is Batman Zur-En-Arrh. Batman Zur-En-Arrh has two origin stories, fun fact. One, of course, is where he's from the planet Zur-En-Arrh, where he's pretty much Superman. But I like the second one, which is Alan Morrison's depiction, where he's pretty much Batman's alter ego for when he does heroin. And when it's like, when he loses everything. So whenever he does heroin, he turns into this guy. That's the stupidest fun fact I have for you. And if I'm correct, he eats the penguin in that comic. That's fuck. I got Batmite. A little shit fucking... He's a little slimy, slarmy piece of shit. I hate Batmite so much in this game. Thank God he... If I'm correct, he returns in the next game. Which I don't mind, because he's not in every fucking level. And I swear to God, he has the most annoying voice since probably Batmite. We have Beast Boy, of course. You unlock him in the Great Grapple level. Of course, he can fly and turn into a bird. Look at that, he's a bird! And also, you can turn into whatever the fuck this thing is. Oh wait, no, I got mixed up. No, it's a gorilla. I got the transformations mixed up. You know, so if I'm correct, when he swims, he can turn into a fish, but there's not that many swimming areas in this game. Okay, got it. Next is Black Adam. Of course, not yet Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson-fied. He's still sporting hair, but pretty much he's Shazam. Again, alter ego, not alter ego, arch nemesis of Shazam. Fight me on that. I don't care how many Dwayne Johnsons. Like, oh no, he's bigger than that now. No, he's still Shazam villain. Shazam. Eh. We got Black Canary, of course, returning from the last game. He looks identically the same. I think they might have changed up her coat, but that's it. Same powers. Gonna do the Black Hand, of course, the cause of the Darkest Nights. He's the one who he's the bad guy in the whole Darkest Nights comic. Yeah, he revives everyone and, like, pretty much causes havoc across the world. If I'm correct, in that comic, he causes Batman to become a Green Lantern, and Hal Jordan becomes a Yellow Lantern, if I'm correct? Again, I need to find that book somewhere. All around, he's pretty much just a Lantern character. Nothing to write home about. But he's very unique, considering it's, like, Black Lantern. We got Black Manta! Okay, technically, his second appearance. Is it Darkest Nights or Blackest Night? Oh my god, it's Blackest Nights! Oh, I got Darkest Nights and Blackest Nights mixed up. Oh no! I thought... Oh god, there goes my nerd card. I thought Blackest Nights was the Batman who laughs and like fucking I thought Blackest Nights was the Batman who laughs and Darkest. Oh no. Oh no, I'm never recovering from this. Oh god, someone take away my card. Apologies. I'm going to nerd hell. I'm gonna have to read fucking like Post 9/11 Frank Miller's Batman, aren't I? It's on the internet forever. No! My nerd credibility. Anyways, Black Manta. This is technically his second appearance in the LEGO games. Of course, he was in the DLC for the last game. The DLC's not available on PC, so I wasn't able to showcase it. When it does get to it, I'll fucking redo the entire episode. I'll redo the entire character roster review for LEGO Batman 2. Next, of course, is Bleez. Damn. Listen, I'm just saying, the one hear me out. The character, not the LEGO minifigure, but like the character. Of course, she has unique bone wings, which is quite the one unique thing about her. That's it. She's just a lantern character, pretty much. But hey, bone wings. We got Blue Beetle, his first appearance. Of course, he has the scarab and a shield. He can fly. And honestly, I kind of wanted him to be based off of the original Blue Beetle. I think this is off of the Jaime Reyes. I think it's Jaime Reyes, right? Jaime? Is it Jaime? Is it Jamie? Jaime? It's Jaime Reyes. Yeah, Jaime. Thank you. Jamie. It's okay. It's spelled Jamie, but it's pronounced Jaime, right? Jaime. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew's in the chat. YouTube people, if you're not on the stream, say hello to Andrew. He's been pretty much here for a good chunk of this. We have Booster Gold, his first appearance. He, of course, comes with Skeets. Skeets pretty much does fuck all, honestly. He follows him around, but it's cool to see Skeets here, because it's fucking Skeets. He's like the best sidekick ever. And look at Skeets as he just runs along. Look at him. Look at him! He's amazing! We got Brainiac. You unlock him by beating the technically second to last level, because the bonus level is technically the final level. He has a shrink ray. Wait, he got He got shrink ray. Must I say anything else? Of course, he's an android Superman villain. He was cheesed in the last game. Which I find hilarious. He was cheesed in the last game, and he was just an overworld. You still got the chance to beat him up in the last game. I don't know if that's canon. We got the Brainiac minion, which is pretty much just filler. We have Bronze Tiger, looking a lot more... Not sure why he can't fly in this game. Me neither. We got Bronze Tiger, looking a lot more anamorph than when we would later see him. Of course, I remember him from Arkham Origins Blackgate. But yeah, all around, he's a Suicide Squad member, of course, and pretty much fighty, punchy character number 2, but he can dig, and a lot more animalistic for some reason in this game. I think in the Golden Age comics, he used to wear like an animalistic furry suit. But nowadays, he's just, you know, kicks people's asses and looks genuinely badass. We got Bruce Wayne. It's just Batman. It's Bruce Wayne. He got detective vision. He can see for every fiber of what you are. A bitch. This is it. That's it. He's a punchy character. We got Captain Cold again. Technically, his second appearance. He was in the DLC in the last game, but the DLC's not on PC. You have to use mods to play him, and I'm not fucking around with mods. Those scare me because I am caveman stupid. All around, he's pretty much Mr. Freeze, but like he's got a. It's pretty much Mr. Freeze light, if I'm gonna be honest. Mr. Freeze light. And yeah, all around, pretty fucking cool. We got Catwoman. There's 3 Catwomans in this game. We got Catwoman, the base game, the regular Catwoman. Don't know what you want me to do here. She's pretty cool. She's pretty much the same as in all the prior games, except for some reason she isn't, like, athletic. She can't, like, do backflips. What the fuck? We have Catwoman, 1966. And if I'm correct, if my fucking memory serves me right, it is not Yvonne Craigs. It's... Would it not been Eartha Kitt's? No, wait, no, she's white. That can't be Eartha Kitt. Hold on, if it was Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt's the only Catwoman I can remember. Oh, it was Michelle Pfeiffer on top. Okay, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is obviously the best. But Halle Berry's very much on the bottom of the rung. She's like in hell. That's how bad her portrayal of Catwoman was. Was it Julie Newmar's? That was... Yeah, this is Julie Newmar, right? That's the only white Catwoman I can think of. Like, the only white Catwoman I can think of that was in the 1966 show. Zoe Kravitz? Okay, no, this is 1966 Space Catwoman. So this would have to be either Julie Newmar or Eartha Kitt, but I think this is Julie Newmar. Again, I always see Eartha Kitt as Catwoman, so, you know. And then, of course, we have Catwoman pre-New 52, which is always just, you know, pretty much the Lego Batman 2 design, except I think they gave her purple highlights, so. We got Cheetah in the Robin disguise. It's pretty much just Cheetah, but in the Robin, they gave Robin tits. This is Robin now. Bruce, you son of a bitch, you did it again. You somehow got another child slave, but this time it's a fucking actual human. Well, not human. Cheetah, cursed woman. We got Cheshire, of course, a member of the League of Assassins. I'm going to assume that they keep trying to put Talia al Ghul in the game, but they have, you know, PTSD from what happened in Arkham City, so they just replace it with, like, Cheshire or something. Like, Talia's fucking mentioned a bit, and like, there's even reference to her in the next game, but, like, yeah. Cheshire looks cool. She fucks Roy Harper, or Red Arrow. Little weird fun fact. She has a child. Her child dies. gets blown up in a fucking nuke that pretty much wipes Star City. It's not a happy story. It causes, I mean, Roy becomes a drug addict after that. It's pretty fucking bleak, honestly. We got Composite Superman. I don't know the comic origins of Composite Superman. I just remember seeing Composite Superman a lot around the time on the internet. Her dad's Sportsmaster. The dad is Sportsmaster? Really? Her dad's Sportsmaster? Or is... Again, sorry. Sorry to people who are watching this on YouTube and thinking I'm a schizophrenic. Sportsmaster, really? That's actually... I didn't fucking even know. Fuck me. Don't actually, Andrew. But... I'm so sad, by the way, that Sportsmaster didn't make an appearance in the next game. Anyways, next we have Condiment King, the best character in this goddamn game, because it's, well, Condiment King based off the Batman animated series show, where, you know, he slips and dies. Remember that? Because technically he was created by the Joker. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Because, you know. What was it? Joker's attempt to make Batman laugh, so he just took a popular comedian, brainwashed him, and made him into Condiment King. Or quite literally, Batman describes them most dangerous to people allergic to mustard and ketchup. And of course, his puns make you want to fucking overdose on cocaine and see Chris Farley. Next, of course, the Croc Henchman. I kind of like the Croc Henchman, just for the simple fact it's just fucking... just Croc. It's just a tiny Croc. Technically, it's a tiny Croc. It's a clown. It's a fucking clown. We got Cyborg Superman. Of course, technically, this isn't Superman. This isn't like any Clark Kent. If I'm correct, this is like... This isn't anything... He's not related to Superman, if I'm correct. If I'm correct, his name's Hank Henshaw. So... You know, weird fun fact. This is no way related to Superman. It's not even an alternate universe version of Superman. It's just weird, robotic, half-human person named Hank Henshaw. I don't know the exact comic he debuted in. I remember him, I think, appearing in The Death of Supergirl. Yeah, actually, yeah, no, wait, yeah, it was, at The Death of Superman. Death of Supergirl, fuck. We have Deadshot, of course, this is... I have no tell which version of Deadshot this is. I'm just gonna assume it's Flynn. Of course, alright, you know. Unique looking guns. We have Deathstroke, the pedophile. I must always bring that up, because Deathstroke, cool character and concept, as long as you forget the 80s, alright? The 80s happened, we don't know what happened to the 80s. It was a blip on the radar. The 80s never happened, it just went from 70s to 90s. All around, cool character. He's pretty much kind of like Nightwing. If that makes any sort of sense. He's also athletic. He has a scan. Oh, that's a lot of piss. His shit with Terra. We don't mention the shit with Terra. We don't mention the shit with Terra. I don't want to mention the shit with Terra. He's such cool grandpa assassin, but then, you know, that comes up, and then, you know, then I don't want to support him. But we got Detective Chimp, of course, the man who taught Batman okay, this chimp taught Batman how to be a detective. He's one of the greatest detectives in the DC world. I shit you not. And of course, he's in this game for some reason. Next, of course, we got Dexter. He's, of course, the Red Lantern Cat who had probably the most depressing backstory of all time. One of the few times a comic made me kind of, like, emotional. It's like his whole origin story. I'm not going to get into it. It'll make me emotional again. I own 3 fucking cats. And I expect one of them to go down the same route if I die. But all around, cool-looking model. Good character. We have Dr. Fate, who's done dirty in the story. He's canonically dead in the story. He got eaten by Killer Croc. He's never seen again in the story. So he's just dead. And you know who inherits his helmet? Robin. Robin inherits his fucking helmet. Robin inherits his fucking helmet. They turned Robin into... But only his mind control powers. I know. But he fucking inherits it. So until probably... Hopefully the next DC game, where they hopefully retcon him to be alive or something. He's dead. And he's only gonna be dead. That makes me sad. And then we got Doomsday. I like Doomsday in this version more than I do in the next game, because, of course, he looks a lot more Doomsday from, like, The Death of Superman. And a lot more rocky. He looks a lot more rocky. I want my Doom State to look like he just came off from, like, chipped. He got, like, fucking personally sculpted out fucking rocks. Next, of course, is Eritregan, the Prince of Hell, if I'm correct. Again, he's more of a Zatanna, John Constantine character. I never read any of that. I read Arkham Asylum, Hell on Earth. He was in that. That's it. That's all I got for him. And he also appeared in Batman. He also teamed up with Batman and Batman Brave and the Bold to stop Grey Ghost. Not Grey Ghost. The Gentleman Ghost. That's pretty much it. He has a stupid cape. I'm gonna make fun of his cape. He also looks stupid. Why does he look like he's wearing fucking short shorts? Why is the demon wearing short shorts? Of course, next we got Firestorm, the first iteration of Firestorm. I forget who the first iteration of Firestorm is. I know there's 2 iterations of Firestorm. I'm more familiar with the second one. I don't want to say the you know, but I was never familiar with the white one. I was never familiar with the... Okay, yes, I was more familiar with Jefferson Jackson than Ronnie Raymond. This is, of course, Ronnie Raymond. In the next game, it'd be Jefferson Jackson. Oh, we got Frankenstein. Of course, you may know him from Creature Commandos. I watched the fucking animated show, and he has a fucking badass gun, in my opinion. It's a train gun. And goddammit, does it not make me feel badass to fire this? Again, Creature Commandos. Pretty cool. He's in the next game, too. We, of course, next got Jeff Johns, the comic book writer. I'm not shitting you. He can fly, too. And Jim Lee, the comic book artist, the iconic comic book artist, the current COO of DC Comics. Yeah, he's in this game as a playable character. It's amazing. We got Giganta, of course, the villain of Wonder Woman. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would be into this kind of woman in real life, except less Lego-y. Next, we got Gorilla Grodd in his first appearance, because, you know, this is the first game where you can play as fucking gorillas. He, of course, has mind control and all that fun powers. The original dominatrix. Yes. Oh, we got the Grey Ghost, which is pretty much Adam West. Literally. He's played by Adam West in the Batman animated series. He's Batman's, idol. I shit you not. And if I'm correct, he only appeared in Batman the Animated Series, so... Or that's where he first appeared in. And he's played by Adam West, of course. We got Grayson from back when he was a part of the government, when he worked with... I want to say... What was Steve... Okay, it was the same company that Steve Trevor was part of. I'm just gonna say for the government. He worked for the government. He was a big government stooge. You know, this was before he was Rick. That's all we need to know. He was before he was Rick. And we always like to forget he was Rick. And honestly, I'd like to forget he was Rick. Next is Green Arrow. He was technically in the last game. He was in the Lego DC Nintendo DS edition. But pretty much he's just the bow and arrow character, honestly. He, of course, has his own Arrow DLC. Ooh, look at that. And also, what the fuck is that? Next is Green Lantern. It's Daffy Duck. They put Daffy Duck in my Lego game. What the fuck? Why is Daffy Duck in my Lego game? We got Harley Quinn, of course. Not looking any different from the past 3 games, honestly. Except, of course, she has a giant hammer, which, you know, she didn't have for the last... I mean, if I'm correct, she did have for the last game, but it's like, she runs with it. Next, of course, is a Hawkgirl. Of course, not looking a lot different from the last game, where last game was based off of the Justice League animated series. This one, I guess, is more comic-based. Pretty cool. Then, of course, we have Hawkman, who pretty much sits in the fucking sewers the entire story. I shit you not. Literally, he gets fucking kidnapped by the Legion of Doom. And yeah. We got Heatwave, the Flash villain. See, I remember Heatwave from the CW show, Legends of Tomorrow, where they all go through time and shit with like John Constantine, and Captain Cold, and all those. We got Hush, who's looked the same for the past 3 fucking games, and we would never see after this game. We got Indigo 1, her first and only appearance in the LEGO games. It's all right, you know. I voiced my opinions on Indigo 1 in this game for some reason, because for some reason in the level you fight her in, she does that weird tribalistic, you know, which is weird. I think that's a bit, you know, stereotypical. We got the Indigo Drive Warrior, which is pretty much punchy bad guy number 1. We got John Stewart. Holy shit, it's John fucking Stewart. He, of course, would appear in the next game. But pretty much he's just Green Lantern in this game, because, well, he is Green Lantern. We got Cesar Romero's Joker, which is the best fucking Joker in my opinion. I fucking love him. He's just stupid. He's whimsical. He's whimsical and silly. Look at him. Probably gonna have to get some honey after I finish this row. We have Joker in the Batman disguise, which is pretty much Batman who laughs. Let's be honest here. This is Batman who laughs. We got Joker Clown Henchman, filler. We got Joker Mime Henchman, filler. And then we got Batman with the Tommy gun is a scary thought. Yeah. Oh shit. Wait, no. And then the Joker Clown Henchman. What? Joker Space Henchman, who just has a laser pistol that they can't use. Oh wait, yeah, they can. You just gotta aim it. Also, he's just forever just slow, and he sucks ass. Honestly, we got Calabac, one of the main members of the Dark Side's, you know, group of torturers. Honestly, with Granny Goodness and Granny Goodness. I'm trying to think of the other one. I'm blanking on the other one. I think Kanto's another one. They're very unremarkable. You don't really think of them when you think of Darkseid. You don't really think of Calabac a lot. But he's in this game. And then we got the director, Kevin Smith. Yeah. For some reason he's in this game. We don't know why. We don't know what bet he won. We got Kid Flash, which is of course Wally West. Why does he run slower? Why does he run slower when he's running? That bothers me. We got Killer Moth, of course, returning. This would be the last time we see Killer Moth in the LEGO Batman games. Holy shit. So enjoy them all, last kiddos. Because we never see him again after this. It's a sad thought, really. We have Kilowog, probably the most badass fucking Green Lantern character of all time, because he quite literally just uses his fucking lantern ring to armor himself up and then go beat the shit out of Yellow Lanterns. That's what he does. Loser. No, now I'm sad. Okay, shit, nope. Next, of course, we got Crypto, the super dog. Of course, he's kind of like Ace. He's got laser vision. He doesn't have freeze breath. He can also fly. Also, wait, I think there's an achievement for... Hold on. Yeah. Super pets. We are both dogs. Anyways. We have White Lantern, Kyle Rayner. I know a certain group of Southern people would like the White Lantern. I'm looking at you, Alabama. Anywho, he's a very cool character to have in the game. Especially because you just unlock him by doing one of the many fucking Tron levels, I call them. The VR training levels, they're technically called. We have Larfleeze, probably... sorry, I'm yawning. Probably my favorite personality of the Lantern Corps, because he's just so fucking stupid. Because of how greedy he is, he becomes so fucking stupid. Unbearably stupid, some might say. We have the Lex Bot, which had a major upgrade since the last game, because, you know, they can fly now. I mean, they lost their legs, but now they got, like, a ball to roll around on. They're pretty much riding around on a tennis ball. I don't know what to tell you. We got Lex Luthor in the Hawkman disguise. And every time you press B as Lex Luthor, you get an evil chucker. A chucker? A chucker. A chuckle. And of course you got Lex Luthor in the Wonder Woman disguise, because nothing's funnier than a man in woman's clothing. This game, apparently. He just slams his bald head into the ground. What? I didn't know that. Fuck. Next, of course, we got the main man, Lobo. He's pretty fucking cool in this game, honestly. I mean, he can't fly in this game, unlike in the next game, but, like, I like him. Also, I like him for his hook and chain. Next, of course, is Mad Hatter, who, of course, this would be the last time you'd see him in the base game of a LEGO DC game. It'd only be in the DLC of the next game. And he's an alright character. He doesn't really appear in this game. You unlock him in the 3rd level, and that's it. Man-Bat! Oh my god, they nerfed him so much, because look at his tiny fucking wings. Look at those tiny fucking wings. Look at this loser and his tiny fucking wings. I like the fact you just said, like, so stupid. That shouldn't work. It's like, how do those... It's like a bumblebee. How do those wings keep you up? We got Manchester Black, the Zatanna and Superman villain. He's very much British bruv. He's from, like, based off of punk-era Britain. You know, Sex Pistols and Oasis. Sex Pistols and Oasis are, like, 20 years apart, but, you know, fuck you. We got Mentallo, of course, the cyborg designed to destroy Superman. It would be funny if he could transform into his regular news reporter version of himself. That's just wishful thinking on my part, though. Next, of course, is Miss Martian. She pretty much came to popularity because of the Young Titans TV show. Or, Young Justice. Yeah, it was Young Justice TV show, right? Well, that's how she came into popularity. She's pretty much got all the abilities her dad has. Or uncle? Is it dad or uncle? I think it's dad, right? We have Mr. Freeze, who looks more and more like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Uncle. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Looks more and more like Arnold Schwarzenegger in every single fucking game. He appears more like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the next game, too. Pretty much just Freeze character. He's been the same ability-wise since the fucking first game. We got Mr. Mxyzptlk, even voiced by Gilbert Gottfried in this game. Of course, Mr. Mxyzptlk is from the 5th dimension, so he's pretty much all the same fucking abilities. He's pretty much very magical. And he has the best flying animation, because he just lays on the side. Like a queen. Of course, also, if we quickly go to Batmite real quick. Yay! All around, cool. I like Mr. Mxyzptlk. Long live Gilbert Gottfried. He was pretty much the only Mr. Mxyzptlk there will ever be. Of course, next we got Music Meister. A Batman villain. But honestly, I kind of remember him more as being a Flash villain. Also, I like his I like his walking animation. It's just so fucking stupid. Basically, his entire thing's like sonic power base with this microphone and everything. They'd put much more detail into it in the next game, but I like that he's in this one. And finally, for this row, we got Nightwing. Dick Grayson. Pretty much athletic dude number 5. But still, it's Dick Grayson. It's a Nightwing. We haven't seen him since the first game, so I like him. Anyways, let me take this second to go grab some honey. I need honey for my throat. I know I don't usually edit out the parts where I go grab honey. I don't really edit many of my videos, but, you know. It makes it feel more, how do I say? Less artificial. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's continue on with the review. Next after Nightwing is, of course, the Orange Construct Warrior, which is pretty much a former Orange Lantern soul that largely is trapped. Which is one of the most fucked up facts about Green Lanterns, is that there's only one Orange Lantern, and all the souls of all the previous Orange Lanterns and the people who tried taking the ring are in this ring, are pretty much turned into Construct Warriors. Next, of course, we've got Orion, Darkseid Sun. Yeah, Orion got traded by his father for diplomatic peace that lasted about probably less than a year. So, you know, fun stuff. We got Parasite, probably my favorite Superman villain, honestly, because he's just so stupid and so strong and so will kill. He will kill. That's all I'm gonna say. He will kill. It's pretty much just pure fucking... I forget what energy it is. Is it nuclear energy? Or something like that? It's something stupid. We got Penguin. And pretty much he's been the same since fucking God knows what. Except apparently the AI doesn't like my Penguin. You bitch. What the fuck was that for? And then, of course, we have Penguin 1966. Now, it's pretty much just Penguin, but with a pink hat. Honestly. But, if I'm correct, it's supposed to be, You know what? I forget who plays him. And I'm not gonna bring it, and I'm not gonna search it up on Google. Forget who plays him in the 66 show. I'm not bringing it up on Google. We got Platinum, part of the, metal teams. If I'm correct, it was, the Elements. If I'm correct, the team name was, because it was, like, copper, gold, bronze, and all them. But pretty much he's the one female in the team. I remember it because the Batman, Brave and the Bold. Quite literally, she asked Batman to sit on her face. I don't know how to put that bluntly. That's still fucking weird to me. And this is the only game she appears in. So, you know, we're not losing anything. We got Poison Ivy, of course, looking the same from the last game. Pretty much acting the same, too. She even got the same teleports and everything. We got Polka Dot Man, making his grand debut. He actually has a boss in the free roam, so... A boss fight in the free roam in the Batcave. Which is unique. And he can fly on the discs, on the polka dots, and they change. They usually change every time he flies. It's not always blue. Sometimes it changes to red and green. So yeah, pretty cool. Lots of dots. And that's pretty much what he's known for. Yep, the 500th comic was based off the 500th Batman comic, or 500th Detective comic was Polka Dot Man. That's what he debuted in. We got the Question, of course. He's pretty much just here. I'm more of a Renee Montoya Question fan myself. When are we getting a when are we getting a Watchmen DLC? God damn it! When in the next Lego DC game, I want the Watchmen in it. God damn it! I want Rorschach to be shanking women. I don't know. He's pretty fucked up in the comics. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. I never read the Watchmen comics. We have the Reach Warrior, pretty much the Blue Lantern Warrior. Alright. Pretty much just... We got Red Hood! Oh my god, it's Jason Todd making his first appearance in the Lego DC... okay. Honestly, I'm gonna keep up with this fan theory. Jason Todd was the Robin in the first Lego DC game. So, let's say this is his second appearance. But yeah, Red Hood makes his debut, which is great. We have the Red Lantern Warrior, which is filler, honestly. Just another pretty much just filler Red Lantern character. We have Red Tornado. Of course, he has a special place in my heart from the Batman Brave and the Bold TV show. Brave and the Bold TV show. And, Young Justice. Where he was pretty much the mentor and the guardian of them, pretty much. We have Reverse Flash. This is, of course, his appearance in the Lego DC games. He's pretty much just Flash. but, you know, reverse. We got the Riddler! Oh, look at him! Again, they changed, if I'm correct, they changed up his design to have more of a jumper feel than, the last game. And then, of course, we have the Riddler, 1966, which is based off of... Was it Frank Gorshin? Frank Gorshin! Frank Gorshin's Riddler, which is kind of cool. Also, he's still very stupid-esque, because it's Riddler in the 1960s. Also, fun fact, Frank Gorshin and Adam West used to go to Hollywood orgies in character as Batman and the Riddler. That's just the weirdest fucking fact I can ever think of. We, of course, have Burt Ward's Robin. Of course, he has the power of magnetism and all that, so... He's pretty much Robin with everything combined in it. We got Robin in the Lex Luthor disguise. Again, it's just pretty much Robin. We have Saint Walker, the Aura Farmer himself. He is genuinely pretty cool, design-wise. In this game, he's made out to be kind of useless. We have Shazam, who can, of course, be the great Shazam!
Sweet speed of Mercury, power of Zeus!
And, of course, by the way, he can turn into Billy Batson. He actually saved in a VR level in one of Kevin Smith's missions.
Shazam!
So, you know, that's cool. We have Sinestro, of course, the main Yellow Lantern. Again, changes a lot from the last game, ability-wise, because, you know, he couldn't really do fuck all, except fly. Next is the Sinestro Corpse Warrior. Again, filler. We have Stargirl, again, from the Stargirl TV show. If you remember that TV show. Pepperidge Farm remembers that TV show. If I'm correct, that's how, like, they tried introducing, they introduced, the Doomsday team to... the Doomsday team to, which had, like, Robot Man and Giant Woman and fucking I forget what the other guy's name is, who was like invisible and wore tape on his face, looked kind of like Hush, but not really. I'd have to fucking look it up on. I'm not well versed in that side of DC. They're a lot older team. We got Star Sapphire, so that's how they're introduced. We have Star Sapphire, of course. Hal Jordan's love interest when he isn't trying to fucking fuck a child. Because believe it or not, he's a pedophile in the comics. That is canon, by the way. I think even still, after so many fucking, you know, redos. We got Superboy! Not John Kent. This is, Clark Kent's son, Connor. We have Supergirl, who's very much a Valley girl in this game for some reason. Like, hold on. We got Supergirl Classic, which honestly, which is pretty much just Supergirl from the last game. It took me a while to realize it meant classic by like, oh, it's from Lego Batman 2. This is Lego Batman 2 Supergirl. And not, you know, because look at the difference. She has makeup, and that's it. That's the only fucking difference. Except, maybe the design on her chest. Next, we got Superman in his solar suit. Remember when everyone marked out when Henry Cavill busted this open in the Zack Snyder cut? Mark out? No one knows what marking out means. Fucking fanboyed. That's a better term for it. Fanboyed. I didn't. It was, because, you know, it's pretty much suit as, like, it's alright. We have Swamp Thing! Pretty much Solomon Grundy with all of his abilities. We have Swamp Thing! New 52, where he's a lot less detailed, honestly. We have Thunder, basically one of the Sinestro Corp slaves. We have Tim Drake, one of Batman's child workers. We have Toyman, who never appears in the free roam, but of course, you know, is mentioned a bit in the free roam for kidnapping children. We have Trickster, pretty much Joker light, if I'm correct. If I'm correct in the story, he was originally brought in to be Joker's son, illegitimate child, but then they kind of just wrote him off as his own, like, character for Superman. We got Ultra Humanite, if I'm correct, a Flash and Gorilla Grodd villain? That's what I've read from him in the comics and the games that he's appeared in. Like, he's kind of hated by both dudes. Also, he has a big-ass forehead. Look at him with his big-ass forehead. We have Vibe, which is Cisco from the CW show, from the CW Flash show. And fun fact, he has no animation sound for when he does his B ability. And in the comics, Vibe and Flash never fucking interact at all. We got Wonder Girl. Of course, this is Cassie Sandmark. Pretty much Wonder Woman, but, you know, not as cool. Sorry. We got Cheetah, Wonder Woman in the Cheetah disguise, which is definitely gonna turn a few folks on for some reason. We have the Zamaran Warrior, which for some reason is a Valley Girl too. We have Zatanna in her second appearance in the Lego DC games. She would make another appearance in Lego Batman 2. Halt! Halt! Intruders! Of course, this would be her second appearance because she was in the Lego Batman 2 DLC. Again, that DLC's not PC, so we weren't able to take a look at her. Yeah, but yeah, she has a top hat, which I like. She doesn't have a top hat in the next game, which pisses me off. And finally, we have probably one of the more interesting characters, the Fierce Flame, who, for the longest time, I thought was Betty, as in the first Batgirl. But is actually, I found out from Twitter, is actually a little girl won a contest to have a custom character implemented into the game, and this is what she chose, and this is what she made. So kind of heartwarming, really. So yeah, she won a contest to have a character in the game, fucking based, and that's the last character for the base game. Now we go to the DLC, which next is of course the Superman DLC, Superman. Man of Steel. We have Fiora. Don't know fuck all about Fiora if she's even the comics original character. I watched these movies when I was 5. Alright? That's how long ago these movies came out. Make anyone feel fucking old. I make people feel old. We got General Zod. Of course, he doesn't appear in the base game, weirdly. But he appears in this. Alright, okay. Pretty much, again, just evil Superman. Except, he can't breathe fire. He can't breathe ice. Ice breath. We got Jor-El, which is Superman's father. He comes packing heat. We got Kellex, pretty much the AI of Jor-El. His attack is quite literally just flashing fuckers. And he has detective vision, he's very smart. We got Laura Van, which is of course Superman's mother. We have Superman Man of Steel, which is of course, you know... I'm talking with my hands here, hold on. It's Henry Cavill. For some reason, I was just trying to talk with my hands. I have that bad habit. I have a bit of a habit of doing that when I'm trying to explain something. I've always tried to stop doing that whenever I'm streaming, but it becomes a habit. We have Tor-Ann, who I know fuck all about. And then finally we have Zod Agent, which is pretty much filler. Next we come to the more fun part. Batman 75th Anniversary DLC. We have the Azrael Batman. This is Azrael's second appearance in the Lego DC games. If you count his first secret character appearance in Lego Batman 1. Or the Lego Batman 1 on the DS. He, of course, fires that. He's lasers. He kills people. He kills the first... He didn't kill Calendar Man. No, it was fucking... Oh, fuck. It wasn't Calendar Man he killed. It was another fucking... It was a... Bounty Man. No, not Bounty. Count? No, not the Count. I forget who he killed. I have the fucking comic right over there on my shelf. I'm too lazy to open it. Open it again. He also has the light up ability for some reason. Okay, cool. We have Batman Brave and the Bold, which is pretty much the most cartoony Batman out there. Because also he can fly. Like Batman Who Flies, you gotta get brave and bold. Of course, you got Batman The Dark Knight Returns, which is pretty much big figure Batman. You know, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. Also, for some reason when you press B, he just stretches. Like, it's not even an idle animation. You press B, he stretches. Batman Detective Comics 27. This is Batman's first ever appearance in comics. He had a ray blaster. Yeah, he had a gun. Can you believe that? We have Batman Gotham by Gaslight. This is Batman, but in industrial times England. So the late 19th century Batman. Pretty cool, honestly. Oh. Trippy. We have Batman in the Sinestro Corps. Of course. Pretty cool. It's pretty much the same as Batman in the Green Lantern, or Batman Darkest Night. Or Batman Blackest Night. Wait, no, Darkest Night, right? Yeah, Darkest Night. And, of course, we have Vampire Batman. Plus Mr. Corpse. Yeah, there we go. That's how you get another achievement. And of course he can fly. Why not? This is of course him being invisible, kind of like the Adam West character. He doesn't have a bomb though. Next, of course, is Zebra Batman. And of course, I won't be forgiven to mention the Rainbow DLC, which came out, if I'm correct, during Pride Month of 2015. Which had Rainbow Man and Rainbow Batman. So, I don't think it's available on PC, so sadly we're not able to include it, but it's 2 characters, it's free, so if you're on console, you play the game, download it, it's stupid, it's fun. Next, of course, is Bane from Dark Knight Rises. This is, of course, Tom Hardy. Batman, I've come to blow up your fucking stadium again. We have a Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy. You can see he looks a bit different, because there's, like... Hold on, can we just get a side-by-side comparison? No, side-by-side comparison. Yeah. A lot more darker themed and metallic and... Groovy. We got Commissioner Gordon, who doesn't appear in the base game, but he appears in this. Pretty cool, just has detective vision. If I'm correct, he's not even the Commissioner yet when you play as him. He's just a member of the SWAT. Or a member of the police force. We got Joker in the nurse. The nurse outfit, you know? Heath Ledger's Joker, yay. We got Ra's al Ghul, who of course doesn't appear in the base game, but appears in this. This is pretty much, Liam Neeson's, Ra's al Ghul, so you know. He got whitewashed. Not me being woke, this is the most blatant case of whitewashing. I don't know why. They made him a fucking ginger. We have Scarecrow, of course. He doesn't appear in the base game either, but he appears in the DLC. We got Catwoman. This is, of course, not Anna Faris. I forgot the name of the actor. Oh no! But this is Dark Knight Rises Catwoman. I was about to say Anna Kendricks for some reason. We got a SWAT team member, which is kind of pretty much just filler. And then finally we got Two-Face, who also doesn't appear in the base game. But he's pretty much the DA attorney. Oh, it's Anne Hathaway. Thank you. Next, of course, we got Ace, the Batman of the future from the Batman Forever. He's pretty much Ace. That's pretty much what he is. He's pretty much Ace. We have Batman Terry McGinnis. Who, of course, is a lot more high-tech of a Batman. Because, you know, it's like... What year does Batman Forever take place in? The 2030s? If I'm correct, 2030s or something? Man, I think we're only, like, that close. Of course, we got Blight. If you know what, he's pretty much known from the meme. You realize how little that narrows it down? That meme, you know? You killed my father. You realize how little that narrows it down? We have Bonk, which is a cyborg built by the Joker. Joker as in Tim Drake Joker. Pretty much a big figure. We have Bruce Wayne retired. He's pretty fucking useless. He can throw his cane and he can slam his cane, and that's pretty much it. We have Ink. If I'm correct, she is a love interest of Terry McGinnis. And of course, she has the powers. If I'm correct, she just pretty much is made of liquids. Next is, of course, Joker of Batman of the Future. This is Tim Drake. It's pretty much Cesar Romero's Joker, if that makes any sense. But he's packing heat. And finally we have Mr. Freeze of the Future, and I like this character. This is probably my favorite character out of the entire DLC, because if you hold Y, it does this! Because in the actual TV show, he's pretty much just the head. His entire body is just robotic. And that's how... You can kind of see the animation there. Next, we've got the Arrow DLC, which is, of course, Arrow. A Stephen Amell's Arrow. We got Canary, the shit version of Black Canary, because for some reason she doesn't use her actual powers. She has a megaphone. We got Felicity Smoke, light Barbara Gordon, pretty much. We got Huntress, who appeared in the last game, and would appear in the next game. She's not in the base game for this game. We got an Island Goon, who's pretty much just filler. We got John Diggle, who is, of course... if I'm correct. Hold on, wait. This... what's this? Achievement, right? No? Oh. I guess I was wrong. We got Roy Harper, or Red Arrow. This is his first appearance in the Lego DC games. He's pretty much Green Arrow, but red. Don't know what else you want from me here. We have Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. Another version of fucking Deathstroke. Hopefully this version of Deathstroke didn't diddle kids. But pretty much he's just hard, tough, and I didn't watch the Arrow TV show. So, you know. I didn't watch much of the Arrow TV show, I should state. I watched the first 2 seasons. And then I fucking clicked off. We got Amanda Waller, who of course is the leader of the Suicide Squad. Leader. Quotation marks. She pretty much orders them around. And of course, for the achievements, we're gonna quickly go right over to Harley Quinn, who's based off of more of her Suicide Squad look. You know, Margot Robbie. Next, of course, we have Deadshot, who looks a lot more bulkier in this and a lot more molded, if you know what I mean. All around, pretty much the same as in the game, and the same can go for Deathstroke. Same as in the game, just a lot more bulkier, a lot more modeled looking than the